All right, have a moment of silent meditation and pledge to the flag. Okay. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, we'll call this meeting of the Monongalia County Commission to order. It's April 2nd, 2025, a little after 10 o'clock. All three commissioners are present. We will begin with our consent and approval with our County Administrator, Renetta McClure. Good morning, Renetta.
Good morning. You have 15 exonerations for $110,691.20. Minutes for March 26, 2025. Vouchers, General County Fund, $548,608.09. 911, $6,051.70. Chestnut Ridge Park, $1,205.93. Camp Muffley, $4,489.78. Mason-Dixon Park, $2,615.38. Long County Center, $200. Opioid settlement funds, $4,153.84. Assessor's valuation, $27.82. Purchasing card vouchers, General County, $8,762.80. 911, $440.80. Chestnut Ridge Park, $725.33. Camp Muffley, $618.18. Long County Center, $334.97. Assessor's valuation, $4,349.25 for a total of $582,583.87. You have no budget revisions to approve. Position vacancies for boards and authorities are listed on the county website and fiduciary orders for April 2nd, 2025.
Move to approve the consent agenda items as presented.
Second.
First and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
We have a additional fiduciary item.
Yes, it's a recommendation from Fiduciary Commissioner George Armistead regarding the estate of Sharon Travis.
Looks like there was an objection to the estate and it has been withdrawn. Thus, Fiduciary Commissioner Armistead recommends the final settlement of the estate be approved and that the estate be closed.
I move that we approve the fiduciary commissioner's recommendation and approve the final settlement in the Travis estate as presented.
Second.
We have a first and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any other fiduciary items?
No, sir.
No? Okay, moving on. Introduction of new employees, personnel changes. We have, looks like we have someone from the sheriff's department here, but we have someone on there for them, right?
Yeah. David Helms will be a full-time school safety officer starting April 16th. He will be eligible for benefits. This is a full-time position. Salary is $3,416.67 per month.
This is one of those positions funded through the
School board.
agreement we have with the Board of Education, right?
Move to approve the personnel as presented.
Second.
We have a first and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Next, CASA for Kids. No?
Yes, we've got Celeste McIntyre, volunteer supervisor. I believe she's working in the Preston County office. Yes, part-time Preston County
Right.
volunteer supervisor. $19.23 per hour, and again, this is part-time, so it would not be eligible for benefits.
Move to approve the personnel as presented.
Second.
First and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next, we have comments from the public. At this time, you're welcome to come forward, state your name and address, and 3 minutes, the president's discretion on time to state your beef or case or information, whatever you want to do. So, open comments from the public. Do we have anyone from the public that would wish to comment? No. I will close comments from the public. Thank you. Next, we have a proclamation for Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Yeah, please come forward, state your name, and read your proclamation. Thank you.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm Amaya Williams. I am the Outreach and Volunteer Coordinator at the Rape and Domestic Violence Information Center, also known as RDVIC for short, and I will begin the reading.
Great.
Whereas Sexual Assault Awareness Month is intended to draw attention to the fact that sexual violence is widespread and has public health implications for every community member of Monongalia County, and Whereas rape, sexual assault, and sexual harassment impact our community as seen by statistics indicating that one of 5 women will have experienced sexual assault by the time they complete college. And whereas we must work together to educate our community about what can be done to prevent sexual assault and how to support survivors. And whereas staff and volunteers of West Virginia sexual assault programs and other professionals have come together as the West Virginia Foundation for Rape Information Services to support each other in their work and provide the state of West Virginia and its citizens with a central source of information on sexual assault. And whereas with leadership, dedication, and encouragement, there is compelling evidence that we can be successful in reducing sexual violence in Monongalia County through prevention education, increased awareness, and holding perpetrators who commit acts of violence responsible for their actions. And whereas the Rape and Domestic Violence Information Center strongly supports the efforts of national, state, and local partners and of every citizen to actively engage in public and private efforts, including conversations about what sexual violence is, how to prevent it, how to help survivors connect with services, and how every segment of our society can work together to better address sexual violence. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Monongalia County Commission joins anti-sexual violence advocates and support service programs in the belief that all community members must be part of the solution to end sexual violence. Along with the United States government and state of West Virginia, the Commission here does hereby proclaim April 2025 as Sexual Assault Awareness Month.
Great.
Thank you. I move to approve the proclamation as presented.
Second.
First and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Great.
Thank you.
Thank you
very
for
much.
coming.
Thank you. And if I can add one more thing.
Sure.
Sure.
So as it is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, next Saturday, April 12th, we'll be having our annual Walking with Survivors event. It is going to be at the Farmers Market Pavilion from 3 to 6, and we invite you all as well as the community to come out and join us.
What was the date and time of that again?
April 12th from 3 to 6.
Thank you.
That's a food good thing. Yeah, food good.
Okay,
Thank you.
that's all. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
We have another proclamation for Food Waste Prevention Week. Please come forward and again state your name and read your proclamation. Welcome.
Oh, good morning. Thank
Good morning.
you. My name is Lynn Castro, and I am the Director of the Monongalia County Solid Waste Authority. Food Waste Prevention Week proclamation. Whereas up to 35% of all food produced is wasted, even though much of it is safe and nutritious and could help feed those in need. And whereas everyone benefits from better utilizing food resources, creating stronger and more sustainable communities. And whereas we must work together to educate our community about what can be done to prevent sexual assault and I think. I do support the young lady in just so you know, we can combine that a little bit with what we're working on too. Hold on, let me get back to where
Take your time.
we
Sure,
are with
you're
food.
fine.
Hold on, because I need new glasses too, so. There we are, okay. Still support for the young lady before us. Whereas a family of 4 can save between $1,866 to $3,000 per year by reducing wasted food. And whereas K through 12 schools and universities play a crucial role in educating the next generation on the importance of reducing, recovering, and recycling food. And whereas we have an opportunity to conserve shared resources such as land, water, and energy that are used to produce and transport food that ultimately goes uneaten. And whereas food in landfills decomposes slowly, releasing methane gas, a potent contributor to climate change. Now, therefore, be it resolved that the Monongalia County Commission do hereby proclaim April 7th to the 13th, 2025, as Food Waste Prevention Week in Monongalia County, and we encourage all residents to commit to reducing food waste in their homes, workplaces, and communities.
Thank you. Do we want to correct that?
Yeah, we need to correct that. I'm
Yeah.
not sure how that happened, but.
Yeah, so
we have to
we'll,
correct it.
we'll correct that one section, but I remove, I would move to approve the proclamation as amended and,
Second. Yeah.
First and second, all in favor?
Aye.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank you so much.
Great, thank you very much. Next, we have grants with our grant coordinator and office manager, Colleen Kuhn. Nothing today. Correspondence, we have receipt of an audited financial statements from Mon EMS for fiscal year '23 and '24. Just, that's what we have?
Pretty much it.
All right, any comments or anything you like? Okay. I see no unfinished business, we'll move on to new business.
Well, I have one.
Oh, sorry, I've done that twice now, my fault.
That's all right. I
Go
just
ahead.
received it this morning. It's from Dollar Tree in Westover. They are opening up their new store on Friday, and they've invited all three of us to come by at the opening, and they have, let's see, it is a larger multi-price store as well as that's needed in addition to Westover. They have expanded food and freezer areas. So we are invited
What time?
noon on Friday,
Okay.
and it's Dollar Tree.
The site of the old shop and save.
Yes, exactly. Half of the shopping center.
Yeah. Great. Any correspondence, Sean? Renetta? Okay. Moving on, no unfinished business to new business. Consideration to approve requisition number 20 for the University Town Center Series 2023A Property Tax District Administrative Expense Fund.
The requisition is for $2,011.25, and this is Municap's monthly invoice.
Move that we approve requisition 20 for the UTC Series 2023A Property Tax District Administrative Expense Fund as presented.
Second.
The first and the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next, consideration to approve requisition number 102 for the University Town Center Excise Tax District Administrative Expense Fund.
This requisition is for $2,308.75, and again, that's Municap's monthly invoice.
Move that we approve requisition 102 for the UTC Excise Tax District Administrative Expense Fund.
Second.
The first and the second, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next, consideration to approve requisition number 14 for the Series 2021B Harmony Grove Phase 1 Administrative Expense Fund.
This requisition is for $487.50, and this is Municap's, they did a little bit of work on the district this month, so.
I move that we approve requisition number 14 for the Series 2021B Harmony Grove Phase 1 Administrative Expense Fund.
Second.
First and second, all in favor? Aye. D, we have consideration to approve the intergovernmental agreement for floodplain ordinance administrative services between the County Commission and the Marion County Commission for a period of 1 year.
I move that we approve the intergovernmental agreement as presented.
Second.
We have a first and a second, all in favor? Aye.
And just for,
No.
for the,
I wanted 2-1. I'm against it.
Noted?
okay, so for the public's understanding, Marion County decided to move their floodplain coordinator position under the emergency management program, as we had done a few years back. The agreement provides for Monongalia County to administer the county's, Marion County's floodplain ordinance until a time Marion County's floodplain court administrator can get certified. This agreement has been vetted by the State Floodplain Control Office. In addition, this arrangement is authorized by West Virginia State Code.
Right.
Okay. So we'll just, because we had the explanation, we voted, so it was 2-1, so. we
Yeah.
can move on. Okay. E, to consider for approval of an agreement between County Commission and the West Virginia Department of Transportation regarding the I-79 exit 155 mega grant awarded to the commission that is being assigned to the WVDOT in order to facilitate and expedite the completion of the project.
Pretty much self-explanatory.
Yeah.
This is the agreement that where we assign the mega grant that the commission received regarding exit 155. This memorializes it, and it has been ready. The Department of Highways had signed the agreement as we present it, and there were just tiny wordsmithing changes in it, but for the most part, it's as we put forward. And I'm happy that this agreement is finally ready to move forward, and looking forward to working with the new administration to see it to fruition.
Great, and it was definitely a time-sensitive matter, so I'm glad we got it
Yeah.
moving forward.
So I don't know
You need a
that we
motion.
moved or not. I moved to
Yeah.
approve the agreement as presented.
Second.
We have a first and a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Moving on, reports from elected officials. Forrest, come on up. Elected officials and department supervisors, I'm sorry.
Thank you, Commissioners. Forrest Line with Mon EMS. I've included in your all's packet and left some additional copies with the county administrator. But Mon EMS, and we've always tried to be very transparent and open with our public and our community. We produced an annual report the last few years. Both our leadership and the board thought it was really important for us to continue to engage the community as much as possible. So we're holding a series of community forums in the next couple of weeks around the county. On April 9th at 6 o'clock at Mason-Dixon Park will be the Western Mon Area Forum. We're going to do one here in town at our education center in Westover at April 10th at 6 o'clock. And then we'll do one over in the eastern part of the county at Cheat Lake on April 14th at 6:30 at Chestnut Ridge Church. Really just want to, we'll have a small presentation, nothing terribly exciting, just to kind of let folks know who we are. Members of my leadership team, members of our staff, and members of our board will be at every event, so the community can engage with them. Come let us know how we're doing. If they have questions about how Mon EMS operates, any input that we can do to serve people better. We just want to make sure that we continue that tradition of openness and transparency and community engagement. All right. Thank you all.
Thanks, Forrest. See ya. Seeing nothing else, move on to reports from county commissioners. Sean?
Since our last meeting, last Thursday, had a Monongalia County Health Department Board of Health meeting. And Commissioner Arnett and I had a meeting with constituents in the Richwood area over the water issues that have been raised in this meeting a number of times. Friday, I had a Juma meeting up at Island Park to discuss the status of the Aquatic and Track Center. And this week's been kind of slow. Today, we were supposed to have our Greene County call, but they didn't call in. It's a regular day with 2 work sessions. Tomorrow, I believe we have our quarterly jail building meeting. And I have a meeting with legal counsel and development, the Mason-Dixon Historical Park. I have too many acronyms. Advisory board meeting is tomorrow evening. Friday, we have staff reports and a Comcast broadband tag-up. And that's all I have.
Tom?
Yeah, tonight I have the Chestnut Ridge Advisory Board meeting tonight. Second, I really want to thank City Council Member Louise Michael from Morgantown. She organized, it took 3 months, and got all of us the cooperation between all the governmental bodies. This weekend, we were from exit 155 to the Coliseum. We collected over 200 large bags of garbage. Turned out to be 1,525 pounds of garbage. That's also, we collected 30 bags of dirt in the middle of the median, just between the sheets, the 2 sheets. It was unbelievable what we collected. I do want to thank Star City, Steve Blinko, and Sharon Doyle, who showed up. The city of Morgantown, Damian Davis, the current city manager, and his family showed up. Danielle Trumbull and her husband, Mayor Joe Abu, the city police department, and of course, Louise Michael. I do want to thank the county workers, Daryl, Dylan, Alex, and Chuck, who showed up. They gave their time and energy to accomplish the goal. And also, I want to thank the commissioners because we were able to buy the equipment to do the cleanup. The WVU Student Administration and WVU students. And I do really want to do a shout out to LIUNA. They were the Laborers International Union of North America, Locals 379 in Morgantown and 616 Cumberland, Maryland. We had journeymen, apprentices, retirees, and veterans, and they were organized by Randy Lambert and Kyle Cole, Kull, who gathered the members for the cleanup. I really want to thank all those cars that did slow down when there were actually lights, cones, and policemen, but I also have a better understanding and appreciation for what the DOH workers have went through because of the safety, and I cannot believe that I'd say about 20% of the drivers thought it was funny to see how close they could get to us and try and chase after us taking the wheelbarrows across the street and speeding up. It just amazed me. I guess they had a bad day at church, the way they were zooming by. But again, it was a great organization between all the cities and DOH, and we were planning to continue to do this, and we're looking at several other places to do the cleanup. I can tell you that the Morgantown is going to bring their street sweeper and clean what we have done. So I'm just very, very excited about that, and want to thank, again, Michael for that cleanup, and hopefully we have a permit for an entire year. So hopefully we're going to do several places. So thank you.
Great. A couple of mentions of our parks. Give kudos to our park staff for their post yesterday that they had purchased Cheat Lake and were turning it into a giant water park for our fourth park. It took quite a few comments before someone realized it was an April Fool's joke, but it did spur on a great debate on what everybody in the county thinks they should do with the lake. So appreciate the humor and the levity of the day. So I don't have anything further with that. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Aye.
All right.
We are out. Thank you.